Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Inescapable, the Suspicion route for the PS5. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gamer channel, and today is the obvious answer the right answer? I mean, most of the time in games, it's always a red herring to throw you off, but could it possibly be the truth? For the first time, I think, ever, that I've seen a game do it? Well, only one way to find out. Let's get started, my friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. This is too much of a coincidence.
Sounds like Isu just being Isu.
I bet Isaac knew about the hidden lab too.
Yeah, the question is how?
Which reminds me.
There has to be more going on here. There has to be, there has to be like Lumi working with Isaac, right? I mean, there's no way it was just Isaac.
I saw a typewriter in Sasha's photo. The note I got that night. It was Isaac! Isaac blackmailed me!
Blackmail?
Yes! The note was written on a typewriter and it all fits!
Okay, we're finally learning a little bit more about the blackmail. I will say though, I should hold my final thoughts until the end of this case, and obviously I will get my final thoughts. And I said case because that means the Ace Attorney. But there just seems to be like a lot of untold things that I don't know why they didn't tell us. Like the whole idea of the corn and the diabetes and the sweetener. I mean, that's not stuff that we could have ever figured out, because the game told us that after we've already done our investigating, which makes me think that maybe the answer is too obvious. But if so, that's not the way to create a mystery. But I'll hold off. Maybe there's more to the story.
Take a look at it.
She probably carried the note waiting for this eventuality. It's a bit crumpled, but I can make it out. The black type letters carry dark words of intimidation.
I'm sorry, Harry. I thought my family was in danger.
So that's why.
The note came with a photo of my family and...
How did he get a photo of her family?
I thought it was from someone on the outside. The typed words, the photo.
Yeah, okay, so it made it look like it was... It made it look like it was a, a fan or a... I don't know the right word, but you know what I mean. The audience. She had to promise silence no matter what.
It's okay, I understand.
All this time, she wasn't lying or deceiving me. Why did I keep pushing her away? In her time of need?
I'm sorry for doubting you.
It's okay. Let's move on. We're onto something here.
Yes.
You're not even close! You say I kept Geo in the tunnels all that time?
No one mentioned the tunnel at all, dumb fuck.
Oh!
Oh man.
There's a tunnel?
Yeah, and that goes from the spa to a spot near a nice little resort.
Oh, he just hung himself out to dry.
With elevators, e-scooters, blackjack, and hookers.
This opens the case wide open. Another thing that it was impossible for me to have learned during our investigation. But wait.
So, you knew?
Say, love, let's not pretend there's no secrets between us.
That was a big secret the duo was kept from us. Why did they keep doing this? Not trusting me? Not working towards a bigger goal? May as well do the speech myself.
Wouldn't that cut the journey's time?
By a lot, yes, broyo. Oh, filho da puta. All this time going around under our feet and torturing Gio.
Love is a drug that pollutes your brain into fumes of wild imagination. Was he even tortured? Are you imagining Sisyphus up and down the mountain?
Oh, there's a good line with Sisyphus there.
We're not dumb, you wanker.
Those cuts were too precise and deep to be accidental. Also clean, broken bones. I agree. Gio was tortured.
Bastard!
OMG, guys, this is going completely overboard. Lumigas is the bad guy. You're forgetting the message Geox left us. Setsu said that it was tampered, and Lumi was hugging the bod for some fake autopsy. She totes did it, because the message was about her.
Hold on. There's no proof she did it.
Well, P for Brains is sure reminding us of an important clue. I firstly thought it said Lou, and Lumi scratched it to look like LL, but...
It could be
check the
IS.
photo. What do you think?
Just for Isaac.
It's difficult to see what's not there.
And I did say
Annie
it could have been
remembers
IS.
It wasn't like this when Annie saw it.
Of course. You were the first to see the body.
Annie read IL.
IL.
I think they're initials. For two of us.
Yes, it's...
Isaac and Lumi? Yeah, okay. Kind of obvious, but...
for Isak and Lumi. They were in on this together.
I don't believe they were true partners in crime.
Yeah, Isak must be the killer.
We already proved Lumi's involved.
It's one thing is to be involved in the process, but another to actually kill.
She's not just involved, she's deep in it. She was totally on board. The first thing she did after the body was found was lie through her teeth. How quick she was to tell a fucking fairy tale. And yes, a sorry joke of a story. This is baby's first steps in killing, after all.
She did lie about Gio's injuries, but only when we found the body.
Really? Think again, Harry boy.
He probably died before midnight.
She only stated the time of death.
Oh, great. You got there. Somehow.
When do you think he died?
Sometime around sunrise. He was still far from rigor mortis.
Sunrise, 6 a.m.
Lumi was clearly forging a timeline.
That doesn't prove anything. She was lured by Isaac through their common interest in the spiritual world. And then he blackmailed her like he did to me. I also lied and hid a lot of things because of his ruse.
He blackmailed her. Okay.
So Isaac must have pushed her to lie about Gio's state.
Is that true?
Mia, Lumi went beyond that, didn't she? She lied about other things involving that night. Stuff she had no business lying about. Put, help Mia here. She must see this for what it is.
Shows evidence that proves Lumi lied about something else that night. Is it the dehydration? Or the dramatic weight loss? The sign of fatigue?
Lumi told me that she saw Mia leaving for the jungle that night.
Okay.
Maybe she saw me.
But what are the odds? And did she have to put you on blast?
Hold on. For some reason, even though I had the auto on, I went here. The text continued. I went to look at this on sleuth again to check here. So she saw Mia leaving for the volcanic trail. But wasn't Mia leaving the volcanic trail? Isn't this a fact?
I didn't understand why you were so quick to point fingers at me.
Well,
that
maybe that's the
night.
point, though. Maybe it's true, but the way it was done made it so that more suspicion was on Mia than had to be on Mia, therefore allowing her to do things behind the scenes.
Although, Lumi wasn't the only one trying to blame Mia.
Oh yeah, that is true. You talked to me about it, mate.
Okay. Shows was the only one trying to blame. That would be another. Here, Isaac saw it. He saw Dan and Mia together.
Isak stated that Dan and Mia were together that night.
But for Dory, I should have known.
The Master!
Isak's been spinning a web of lies since the Yule discussion. He even found a way to plant alibis at critical points in the timeline. Isak was with me during that night. A few hours before Gio's death, he convinced me to go ahead with the ritual to trap Gio, while he was well aware of his fate. But Isak just wanted to make sure I'd be there, because I would be the detective on the soon-to-be case. He did the same thing during Gio's abduction. He asked me to be with him. No wonder he knew so much about the investigation timeline.
Something I might add would usually bore him to death.
And he also tried to convince us that Annika could be the culprit. So much so that Isaac even let slip that he was the one who suggested using carts.
With so much corn, people would have naturally used the wheelbarrow to transport it all. But they needed it free, hence the carts. Although, really, now that we know the correct timeline and the existence of the tunnels, all of these alibis are meaningless. The signs point more and more towards Isaac.
Mai.
He is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the killers. But you are a fucking one-eyed snake if you can't see that Lumi was playing the game too. She infiltrated her skinny ass in your Dear Pal patrol and used you, Bratwurst. She evaded the room search by using her own patrol route to get rid of evidence. The sugar, even a fucking wheelbarrow.
Also, the massage she gave Gio was a very Lumi tactic.
I've forgotten about that.
Like the allulose, I don't believe Isaac came up with that.
Thinking this
All the dots.
rationally.
And Lumi was there for the torture. Those days-old cuts would be pus-infected without her hand. Isaac wouldn't care for that.
But that means she was there trying her best to do some good.
No, she was trying her best to keep him alive, right? Oh, look at that
The
face.
torture went beyond cuts and broken bones. Something deeply disturbing was being done to him.
No? Is it the post? I thought it would be that he's been crucified. The heck? How do I say this? Okay, I'm losing it here. I know what I want to say. I don't know how to say it. Like, I want to say that he was being crucified. But... how the heck do I say that?
Yes, Gio was kept weak.
Okay.
I've seen of him and know of him. Seems more planned than accidental, yes.
That's one of those where, again, I kind of, I know I'm thinking on the right trail, but at the same time, I'm not, because what they wanted us to say was that he was being kept weak, not that he was being crucified. But at the same time, I know he was going to be crucified, right? So I would say that's pretty horrific either way.
No sleep, no food, and still alive for a week. The delicate and precise work of a psychopath. Would I dare to fucking say?
She could have been pressured.
Are you kidding? Is the Panzer Chocolade cooking your brain?
Lumi would never.
I don't care about your summer fling.
This is not.
People! A lot of info is being thrown around. I need to think. Mia, come with me.
Me?
Are you effing kidding me? Harks!
Hurry up! We're not here for your quickie.
We're in the
What's wrong,
timeline.
Harry?
I needed to collect my thoughts, but I don't think there's anything else we can do apart from present what happened. Maybe if we explain the full timeline, we can get to the bottom of this and trap Isaac that way. Are you ready?
Me? Not Eva?
Aw. Spit it out, Harry.
I'm truly sorry about all of this mess. This island, this badge, this detective thing. All I can see are secrets, alibis, clues, evidence, doubt, and a trail of lies. It's like I can't trust anyone.
Oh, Harry. I know. I'm not totally fine. But I know. We'll have time for this conversation later.
Yes.
Yes.
For now, it's time to uncover the truth. Maybe save lives. And friendships.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Mia.
Finally!
We're ready.
For what?
To retell the events that brought us here.
Let's start.
We can't be completely sure, but I think their connection starts with the seance. Isaac's fake spirituality entranced Lumi.
Let's keep this strictly about facts and timelines.
You're right.
Interesting. I just thought that was interesting that she would jump in on that. Because she said fake beliefs, right?
I received an anonymous message pointing towards Gio's alleged suspicious activities.
Look at the anonymous message. Oh, that's so good.
Gather around.
Isaac told us he wanted to organize Yule, but it was a ruse to mask their activities.
Oh, we got the I love it when they do this artwork. It's so good.
Then Giovanni injured his back carrying the Christmas delivery.
Something Isaac decided to use in their favor.
Meanwhile, Lumi and Isaac stole the corn that was supposed to be for Isaac's ritual. And they took it through the tunnel to the underground lab.
just hearing the thing like drive away, that cracked me up. Look at him on a little scooter.
Lumi gave a massage to Gio to make his back problem worse.
Oh, it made it worse.
And Giovanni ate the pavlova full of substitute sugar and took too much insulin. Then he headed to the volcanic spa to heal his back.
Ah, he went to spa to heal.
By Lumi's recommendation. Isaac made sure he was seen at the resort, so Lumi took over. She took the tunnel, attacked a weakened Gio, and wheelbarrowed him through the tunnels. The producers tried to cover Gio's abduction. Torturing goes on for days. The two are rarely seen at the same time and never for long. They even pretended they weren't spending time together anymore. Yet they were preparing to kill Gio in a very flashy way. By crucifixion.
Which is exactly what I said. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was right about that. I still can't believe. I still can't believe I said that.
So Isaac sold the idea of the Yule ritual as a trap to catch Gio, to guarantee that I would see Isaac far away from the crime scene, and Gio on the cross.
The triumphal defeat of Giovanni Lombardi.
Isaac wrote the note to Mia which forced her to stay away from the resort. Without an alibi, she'd be a major suspect.
On that night, they brought Gio to the top of the volcano, and he fell down the mountain at 5 a.m.
Sorry to interrupt, but it was 4:35 to 4:40 a.m. when he fell. He probably died later around 5 a.m.
But... right.
That's weird. She's coming forth with the truth now. Why?
It was too late and dark to check where the body fell.
I love these animations here, by the way. They're just so good. Oh, it's so good.
So they assumed no one would find the body immediately. Then Isaac and Lumi rushed to the resort to show their faces and escort the Yule party. Our group left at 6 a.m. without Isaac. He followed closely behind.
Look at Annika.
Lumi then tried to steer us from the body, but she didn't know where it was.
Little Oz.
At 8 a.m., Harrison, Annika, and Lumi find Gio's body.
Lumi pretended to examine the body and scratched part of the L. Then proceeded to give me a false hour of death to correspond with their alibis.
It's all well put together, I'll say that.
You!
Taking every opportunity to frame Dan and Mia.
They returned the wheelbarrow using Lumi's patrol and discarded and dismantled the crucifix. They also hastily tossed the sugar on the jungle floor before the room searches.
After that, it was just a matter of watching how well their plan fooled us.
God, look at that artwork on the right. I said before and I'll say again, I love the artwork of this game. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. That was a quick afternoon. That means we must know that this is the truth.
That is a rather succinct review of...
Oh, the lies!
And she's willing to come forward, but he's not.
How they stumble to make us take the fall for this dirty sin! Oh, please! What would my parents think of this spectacle?
The question I have, though, is I understand why Isaac would want to do this to Giovanni. Why would Lumi? Was Lumi being blackmailed, as they said?
of the man judged by his peers to be a monster. Oh! Oh!
Wow, we're going full Danganronpa with this now.
You fools! You expected me to grovel and plead. I am no man.
The heck? Oh wow, that looks amazing.
What a glorious death! At the hands of the mighty and the divine.
That would be such a great thumbnail, but that's so spoilerific. I can't. Oh, that's such a great picture though. Oh my god, look at that picture. That is so beautiful. Of him showing like his mastermindness in her. I think that's regret. I'm pretty sure that is regret. Like turmoil, inner turmoil.
A majestic ruse. From the pavlova to his swan song. I'm amazed you lowly animals were able to see through a nun's silky veins. I commend you for that. Is there anything more to say? Of the fallen man in the jungle? He served our appetites well. The brute creature, marked like the cattle he was by the sins that followed him. We liberated his soul into the peaceful miasma he longed for, and belongs to. The dead volcano also helped. A fitting end for a Neapolitan, dare I say.
Filho da puta monte de esterco. You can't even say his name.
You simpleton!
Dang it, I actually had auto on. I want to go back to that scene because that was one heck of a slap. Good lord, I want to pause on that. Hold on, I'm gonna rewind to go back to this. Yeah, I mean, look at that right there. That is dang man, that is that's a nice picture. I don't know if I can use this thumbnail. I might use this one because dang, look at that picture. That is just sweet fire. Good lord, chica. Anne.
You can't even say his name.
You simpleton! Helvete!
The god bleeds.
Oh, that would be a great title as well for the episode. The God Bleeds. I have to write that down. Maybe I'll use that or not.
Kind of decent speech, but next time, more sexiness and less dated lingo.
We shouldn't be feeding his ego. But at least it's a confession.
This is depressing. I can't believe Lumi was dragged into this.
Lumi, you can talk to us now about what happened.
Yeah, I want to hear your side of the story.
You pathetic sack of fermented shit! That man had more dignity and courage in his white hairy pubes than you'll ever have.
Yes! I want to see the berserkers brawling over the sticks! As justice turns to wrath, vengeance shall be mine!
Get over it, Energumenu. You were caught. In the end, your plan was shit.
You imp! Ha! You behold me as the villain of this tale? It's the destiny of the chosen to be singled out as the devil.
No, you're the devil, just because that's who you are.
But surprise! Lumi wrote the blackmail note, not me.
Of course. You knew about my family.
So, how did you get her to do all this?
I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you.
Disgraceful!
I'm so confused. How?
I saw greatness in you! I took your hand to see the wonders of the world!
Did she get brainwashed by his mad utterings?
And this is how you repay me. By sobbing in confession.
All the dots.
Isak, can you stay quiet?
What?
Every step of the way, you undermine the plan.
Lumi?
Oh no.
Ooh! Where's the popcorn?
Gio fell because of you.
Me? Yes, of course. I threw him.
No, he fell by accident. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I believe that, like 100% I believe that.
You decided to crucify him without consulting me first. Surprises create disorder. Disorder creates accidents.
You think of yourself as cunning as Väinämöinen.
We agreed on a time for the killing. Why did you arrive 3 hours late? That's how you get caught. Did you want to get caught?
Wait, what? No, whoa. Go back to that. We agreed on the time for killing. Why did you arrive 3 hours late?
The plan was devised accounting for unpredictable.
No, it wasn't. Not at all. I told you that several times. You are the most incompetent person I've ever met. You couldn't even compensate for the consequences of your actions. They found the body first.
I've never seen her this passionate about something.
Lumi,
She's fired up.
What?
how did he put you up for this?
Thank you, Mia. That's what I've been asking for a while now. Mia.
The dark tides called her.
No one forced me. It was of my own volition.
Why?
I'm sorry, but it was my own choice.
Why?
Oh! Nonsense! I'm the mighty.
You're the mighty scrambled shit on a grave if you don't shut up.
A show's over, guys. Ooh, better luck next time.
Order! Order! Everyone, we need to decide their sentences.
Shove them in their bedroom, they say. It's fine and dandy, they say.
Let their blood flow. Maybe people will learn the lesson this time.
Agreed.
Man, I'm getting violent here.
That's not good.
Kill the gods, won't you? Insolent vermin.
No more dead people!
Aww.
But we definitely need harsher sentences.
I love Ani. She's so pure.
No! We're not turning into them!
Them are the ones who finally shifted the killing game. Val's death was ultimately sort of self-defense, I guess. But this was weeks of planning, torture, murder. Though Mia's right, we can't turn into murderers ourselves. Even if we call it justice. Any life of another human being is, well, it's still murder.
I agree. We can't kill them.
A death sentence is too much for us. Maybe.
There won't be any executions on this island.
Pfft, no one appointed you as judge and sheriff of this town. I'm not leaving the decision to the ones who betrayed Mafia in his time of need.
There's a chance he could have stayed alive, if not for my sickening, suspicious tendencies. But I can't let them do this.
I sincerely apologize for what happened. But their deaths won't bring him back. And we have whole lives ahead of us. Do you really want to carry that burden?
It's a bigger burden to let them live.
Sasha and Chica are set on doing this. Mia, Annika and Mia are not. I just need to know where Dawn falls in this discussion. The numbers are in my favor.
Let's vote.
No. Mafia deserves a fair trial, not a popularity vote.
I'm sorry, but the lives of the group should be decided by the whole group.
But
I vote no regarding the bloody, savage killing of 2 brilliant minds.
I don't think you get a vote. Shush.
Killers don't get to vote. Prisoners have no democratic rights.
Oh, but that would count out Ava, wouldn't it?
As is customary in modern societies, yes.
Who votes yes?
Let's kill them. A pena de morte pouco para estes montes de merda.
I don't know what she said, but I'm pretty sure it translates to screw these guys.
Yes! Time to make Colombian neckties with their balls.
Wow.
And no?
It's a no from me.
My vote is no too. Dan?
Not good.
No. You're the tiebreak here, buddy. You've been pressed so hard lately with Ava. Is your sense of justice still just?
Yeah, I don't know.
No one takes us seriously with these prison sentences.
Look around. Who's the next killer? You?
Oh, no. I'm not falling for that one now, Harry boy. Maybe it's you. You're so dead set on keeping them alive. Do you want to have Isak on the weekends for your golden shower sessions?
He's not exactly my type, but I can work with what I have.
No, thank you.
Shut up, you piece of poser vomit!
I don't want anything to do with this, Zach. I had to take the reins of the horse, and now.
Either no wins or there's a draw. Let's put them in house arrest. At least for now.
You sly fuck.
I agree. Let's lock them in their rooms.
Oh, thank God.
This is not over, payash.
But it's settled for now. I just had to keep this rotten piece intact.
Sasha, Chica, help me get the killers back into their rooms.
Sure.
You too, Ava. I didn't forget.
Harks, you prommed.
You prommed, Hoxie boy?
Sorry, Ava, but I can't let you be free. For now.
Hi?
Listen.
But I helped.
She did.
I know. That's why I'll help you too. From now on, I'll be the one guarding you.
Thank you, Harks.
I was more than capable of maintaining my duties, pal.
I know. Well, what's your deal, Don? Which reminds me, I should try to avoid the same fate for the others. One battle at a time.
I'll take Ava to her room. Get Isaac and Lumi in theirs.
Humph. Let's go, people.
Yes.
Sure.
Mia, meet me in the garden. I want to talk to you.
Got it.
Ooh, what's the goss here?
None of your business. Okay, time to go, Ava.
Sometimes I forget how beautiful this garden looks under the moonlight. God, I feel like I could breathe again. None of this is over, sure. Ava did her best, at least. Even if she still needs to be punished. No one deserves what she's gone through. I should keep an eye on her.
I don't want to believe.
But first, the talk with Mia. Oh boy, where do I start?
Hey.
Hey.
So, Isaac and Lumi. In hindsight, not much of a surprise.
But...
Though, not the Lumi part.
I still don't get why Lumi did it. Like, I'm still confuddled by that
There's
one.
something about her, but I wouldn't pin her as a killer.
Harry...
I'm sorry. You were really good friends with her, right?
Are you interrogating me? Oh, I'm kidding, Harry. Lumi missed. I started to hang out with her a bit more, yes. We had some things in common. Maybe more than I initially thought I would. She's a really sweet girl. Or at least she seemed like she was.
Breaks my heart to see her like this.
I still feel there's something good in there, you know?
And it looks like Mia's heart broke too.
You really liked Lumi, didn't you?
I thought I knew her. I still feel I do. And we don't just stop liking people all of a sudden. If I could erase her from my mind, wouldn't that be easier?
No.
Pain is there to help us heal.
Yeah, you can't ever erase what happened as much as you wanted to. It's what makes us us. Harrison, the self-help
No.
guru.
If we were able to just erase our loved ones from our heads when life goes wrong, we wouldn't be able to find them again, further down the line.
Meine Kleinen. We fucked up, didn't we?
Swearing? Mia!
Yeah, I heard it. I can see how far she's being pushed by it.
Oh, Harry. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hide this or anything. We were just fans of big walks in the jungle.
I think she's too innocent to understand the other meanings of what she's saying. I miss her.
It sure beats big walks on the beach.
Yeah. Let's be honest with each other. Ask me anything.
Oh!
Should I?
Don't worry. I just want us to be transparent.
Right. I think I understood your absences. That's what happened? That day when Annika knocked on your door for Val's phone.
I barely remember what I did that day. But probably yes. Oh, I remember now. Lumi invited me on a discovery trip of sorts. She found some beautiful orchids near the military base. I wouldn't peg her as a flower lover. I don't know why. But yes, we were just strolling around, that's all.
Change the subject, Harrison. I don't know, it seems so unnecessary now. Oh.
What about the box?
What box?
The box?
Yeah.
Which box?
The one he had.
A special delivery from the Christmas and Yule delivery?
Oh, right. Drawing supplies.
Huh.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for her.
Any more blind spots?
I know about the note already.
I did say I'd tell you about it when I could.
Yes, you did.
How did I end up like this? A person that jumps to conclusions about their friends when stumbling upon a corpse.
You ended up not having much to hide.
Yes. It truly tore me apart that you didn't trust me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You were only a suspect because I stopped trusting you.
Well, honestly, you had to be impartial.
But if I cared, I could have found you. I could have just asked. Will you forgive me?
Only if you forgive me first.
I don't think I have to forgive of anything.
Let me have the cool moment phrase thingy.
Okay.
I missed this. I missed us.
Me too.
You know, I know people think I was miserable for having to take care of my siblings. I mean, what kind of dreams can someone have when they have to provide for a large family? But I love them to bits. I need them. I truly do. Being away from them is torture. Away from them and my friends. Amongst strangers. Strangers that kill each other.
Yeah.
But you were there. If I hadn't befriended you, I'd be a jaded, depressed mess right about now. When we left each other stranded, it was harder than being alone at the beginning. A bleeding hole that was left. But in the end, I feel I was a better person for having you in my life. And I'll be a better person for having you back too.
She took the words right out of my mouth.
I feel the same.
She's a friend. I never could have after them. The Musketeers. Oh, a reference to Musketeers. That's been a long time. And I almost lost our friendship. All because I let this island take control of me. It was all my fault. But I'll make it up to you, I swear.
This was a very long day. Shall we return?
Yes, we should.
One with nature. Isaac and Lumi did it. Okay. So we're at the end of the this case. I'm gonna call it case. And now I can talk about it freely. And I was told to do this, like, you know, when I was playing Ace Attorney. I was often told to give my thoughts, you know, after a case. So let me do that. I feel this reminds me of BBC Sherlock. And what do I mean by that? I mean, in BBC Sherlock, you see Sherlock, like, getting clues, but then at the end, he has all this information that there's no way you could have ever gotten from watching the show. And I feel that part of the discovery of a detective show or game or something like that is in the discovery as you play the game. So when you get to the end of the case, you could be like, aha, you see, I saw that, I remember that, or I figured that out. I think that having those moments In Ace Attorney, I call it the light bulb moment. When everything just comes together and I go, ah, now I understand where all this comes together. That is such a powerful emotion. And it's such a good feeling. And it's just an amazing feeling to have that makes you want to continue to see what they're going to cook up next. I think this case was a bit of a setback compared to the previous case. And the reason I say that is because, for one, I have no problem with Isaac being the killer. I think that's actually brilliant. The most obvious person is the killer. I think that's absolutely brilliant, and I want to give them credit where credit is due. That was beautiful. What was not beautiful is the fact that we found out that the corn was a complete misnomer. Somehow we were supposed to know that the corn wasn't be used in that type of ritual. Like, how would we supposed to know that? I mean, we don't know really from where the ritual's being taken place. I mean, why couldn't corn be used? I don't see why the game would just expect you to realize, oh, they're using corn. Well, obviously corn has to be something in this case. But it's only something in the case. It's only something in the case if you knew that he had diabetes and corn could be used as a sweetener. But we didn't know he had diabetes until after the investigation was already done. So there's this whole sequence of events that we were completely left in the dark of. And it was only until after everything was revealed at the trial, so to speak, that we understood the full story. And I think that's not the best way to tell a detective story. Now, if you want to tell a detective story that we are truly powerless and we aren't someone who should be given this power, and we're not someone who is trained in this, and we're not someone who's knowledgeable in this, and we're supposed to mess up, well, then you did your job. But was your job supposed to make me feel like I had no possible way of figuring out this case? I mean, was that what the game developer was trying to do? Was the game developer trying to make it so that Harrison is not a good detective, and that's the whole point? He's not a good detective. He's not supposed to be a good detective. He's not supposed to be the one who's figured stuff out. Because that's how I feel. I still love this game. I could criticize the game and still love it. I mean, that's something that I believe people don't do enough of. You know, you're like, oh, how dare you talk badly about something that happened in a game I love. Look, I love this game. And I love what Dreamloop did. And I think this is a really cool game with a lot of really cool things. I just feel that this case wasn't as good as the last one because they held us in the dark when they shouldn't have. Now, I am someone who will gladly admit I'm wrong. So please do me a favor. Comment in the comment section below and tell me why I'm wrong. Because I'm not saying I'm right. Okay, this is just my feelings. This is just my gut reaction. Tell me why I'm wrong about this. Tell me why I should have figured this out, because I would love to know. I honestly, sincerely, I would love you to tell me how I could have figured this out. Now, I do understand. Hey, there was the massage thing. She lied about the injuries. That should have raised a red flag, and it did raise a red flag to me. I instantly said, oh, that's definitely suspicious. Lumi did something. And maybe I should have realized, hey, you know, Lumi is saying that thing. You know what she also did? She also gave him a massage. Why did she give him a massage? If she lied about this, maybe if she did the crime, the massage was something that could have hurt him. Okay, I got that. Maybe I could have seen that. I'm not denying it. But the whole thing with the corn and the diabetes, I just don't feel there's any way that was something you could have known. So, again, like I said, fire off in the comment section. Love to hear your thoughts on this case. Because, I mean, having a conversation about games is why I do games on a YouTube channel. And I would love to know. Am I wrong about this? Did you feel the same way? Did you love this case better than the first one? And are you like, well, FlightlessBird, you're maybe overanalyzing this? I could be. Please let me know. But for now, I think we have well, we have a little bit of time left. Let's continue on for just a little. It's been 2 weeks, actually more than 2 weeks since the latest nightmare. Like before, we entered a phase of rotten, uncertain peace, a cold war against unknown foes. And like before, war could break out all over again. By the way, it's day 131. We're supposed to be on this island for 6 months, so we're getting pretty close there. But the last time, how brutal a realization that was. Among us, schemers, torturers, and sadistic people. In some ways, we underestimate each other. Especially someone like Asak. And Lumi. I don't know what to say about her. That's probably my other thing that I didn't mention. I don't understand Lumi's motive. I don't. And I feel like I should. Although I will say, not knowing a person's motive on why they did something is a powerful moment in a game. Because sometimes you don't understand why someone killed someone. Maybe they just wanted to. But still, I would have liked to have a motive there. Maybe we'll still see what the motive is later in the game. I don't know, but that not having that motive kind of irks me. Mia got her heart broken, but it's good to have Mia back. We remain on this island, still isolated from the world, but it's good to have someone to count on. To have each other on this island of desperation. That was one hard lesson I had to learn. No man is an island. The other was to have the courage to always pursue the truth. To never leave loose ends untied. Well, that's weird. We had that conversation and then we can actually travel in the same time frame? Normally, you know, when you have that conversation, it always skips ahead. I want to talk to Mia, obviously. Hi. Been mulling over something lately? Did you check the tunnels that Sasha mentioned before? Actually, no. We should definitely pay it a visit. But are you good to go?
Strange.
My throat still aches.
Well,
Because I agree we should check it, but I don't think it should go like this. Why does her throat ache?
Merkwürdig.
You're right. Without meds, I really had to rely on good old rest to nurse this. Otherwise, it would evolve into something stronger and deadlier. People die of preventable diseases all the time. No pills or hospitals. Yeah, just take care. No worries. Why did the game tell me that she was sick? Thank you. Don't forget to tell me what you find, though. I'm curious now. Of course. Although I kind of did answer my own question there. I was watching One Piece, the anime and the live action, and there's these like snail thingies that act like phones and speakers and Bluetooth devices, and they're really, really weird. And at no point ever in the anime or the live action do they explain this really weird thing. It's just a part of the universe. So maybe, you know, there were 2 weeks. Maybe she just got sick, and the game doesn't need to tell us she got sick. The game is just like, oh, she got sick. Moving on. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, do we really need an episode where we hear her go, oh, I got sick out here in the jungle and I woke up one morning feeling ill? Or could you just say, oh, my throat still hurts and I'm still not feeling well? I would like that kind of storytelling, actually. Oh God, finally, ugh. Can't get used to how long it takes and how hard this trip is. Hard to concentrate after such a rush, and it just... Alright. According to Sasha, there's a hidden entrance here in the shed. No visible lock? Should have asked him first. Let's look around the shed. This electrical box that wasn't busted before. Probably how Sasha broke into the entrance. I wonder how Isaac and Lumi had access before. Anyway, the more I think about it, the more I'm sure the door should be open now. The electrical system is disconnected and I see no handle to pull it close the door. Let's push it open again. Bollocks. Nope, it's completely shut. Someone found a way to lock it from the inside. I'll check with Sasha eventually. Let's return for now. Can't open the door. Must be locked from inside. That's a shame. We have to trust that they checked everything. I hope so. Time to visit Don? Oh, we can visit Sasha as well. I want to visit Dawn. I need to ask for the phones again. But doing that right now? Dawn's working out. He looks so focused. Oh, am I kidding? I just feel like it's hard to talk to him lately. Get over it. Here goes nothing.
What are you saying?
Dawn.
Mate,
Yes, pal?
It can't be.
It's that time of the week.
serious.
They're over there on the bench, as always. When are you going to return them this time?
Well,
When I finish talking to Isak and Lumi, as always. Waste your time with them, mate.
seriously.
Well, someone needs to offer them company.
Mate,
Like I said, waste of time. I told you before, people don't deserve to be tortured like that.
hoy!
We're talking about the torturers, you know that? Right? Careful with those weights. You could have broken my foot.
Serious.
Sorry, pal, I got nervous. Bad people deserve bad things.
Well,
Well, we're bad when we do bad things. Isn't it wrong to subject people to inhumane conditions?
Gosh darn it!
seriously.
The prisoners need to take a walk in the sunlight sometimes to talk to others. Instead, you installed some trade doors in their bedrooms like they're animals. All respect needs to be earned.
Are you
Was on
serious?
purpose? To torture Ava with isolation?
Stop him, me.
I'm no torturer. Not a killer either. Remember? Accusing me of that?
What are you saying?
Well, I was only trying to figure out the whodunit.
Gosh darn it!
It's really easy to excuse others of being unfair, isn't it? This wishy-washy attitude of yours. Justice takes courage to resolve. And I find you lacking. Dawn,
Well,
I give more thought to compassion in pursuit of the truth. You left Annika behind, chasing Ghost.
Mate,
I didn't see you keeping her company either.
it can't be.
serious.
Truth ain't as good and easy as you think.
Seriously.
Well, let that be the cross that I bear. It will be lighter than yours. I have some ribs left. Go see your friends and leave me alone.
Well,
Sure. Oh. It's like each day we get like another person we could go visit.
Here!
Annie made some waffles. Is Zach would like them? Can Annie ask you to wait and give them to me? Bless her kindness. I have some unfinished business with him. I could do it. Well, why not? Hey, I brought you some waffles with sour cream and jam.
Mundane.
Did you bring tidings too, mortal?
well,
Just the usual.
Interessant.
My mortal flesh still yearns for the simple pleasures of life. Annika remembered, I assume. Yes, don't feel compelled to satisfy your mortal flesh.
How absurd.
What about our meetings? What do you make of them?
seriously.
Well, it's like a plant needs water and a bit of sun.
In my presence?
I see. Just a little maintenance appointment, a pulse check, if you will.
Well,
Yes.
Oh, the master knows.
You still haven't asked much about Dante's disciple's death. Huh.
Mundane.
The master senses it's the endgame here. A peek into the madness, into the abyss. Mortal, you do know what they say about looking into the abyss.
are you serious?
Don't I know enough about your blenders? You've caught off guard, of this I am sure. The plan was perfect. A master of duality staged the perfect dance of death. The veil was never as dutifully woven, and beyond it was I. You took a sharp glance at the magician's secret, sure, but that doesn't spoil the show. My genius insight into mortals' minds prepared me to cast the ultimate spell of artifice. The alibis, the prestidigitation, the faux evidence, the simulated bards of... Okay, come on, that's ridiculous. You were caught. There's nothing magical about that.
That might be.
Well...
Are you
And
serious?
the plane was clearly Lumi's. You just fumbled through it.
Blasphemy!
How dare ye! Ingenious Lumi fall too in the most pathetic of ways. Huh? Letting herself be led by feelings and friendships. It's beneath gods to fawn over a mere mortal.
Seriously.
Isn't that what the Greek gods did?
I can't believe
They seek the perfection of perfect beings. Not the fabled beings imagined by the drunkards and the dullards. I have it filed in my resolve to keep my assent. I wouldn't say that Lumi failed in deceiving Mia, but sure looks like she was truthful in a desire for friendship.
Well,
I'm not even going to entertain you on that one. Entertain me instead. Your plan involved a lot of help from the producers. You found the tunnels, I'll give you that. How did you gain access?
You wouldn't understand, Hollow.
I have a natural connection to the underbelly of the world.
In my presence?
I'm very persuasive. You know that by now. And wish I didn't know it that well.
Imorque Lordu.
A certain goddess favors me from time to time. Does it mean one of the sisters?
seriously.
What kind of favors did you trade? It must have been expensive to get all those anonymous messages and the sister's interference.
Oh!
I didn't do wait. Messages, but interference.
Well,
You know, when the sisters lied to us about what Gio was doing.
The time is upon us!
Oh, the gods do favor us. We had no part in that. Wait, what? The producers simply love to stir the pot, don't they? Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like I learned so many things. But I better return the phone to Don now. Here you go.
Mate,
Hey, Sax! Hoping to fill your head with the strange ideas. He did it before, too. Group doesn't need this kind of thing at all. I wonder how untrustworthy he thinks I am. Day 132 morning. Mail? How you doing today? I'm still coughing a lot, but maybe it's better today? I hope so. Get well. Thanks. Alright, my friends. Well, I think stopping here is a good spot to stop at. Much love to you all. Thank you for everything. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. Like I said, please feel free to sound off in the comment section. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say. And let's have a conversation about it. But again, I really love this game. I think it's a great game. And I'm not going to say that my feelings on the whole not telling us about those things takes away from all the other stuff that we had. Because surely, if you take out the diabetes stuff, that case was really good. I mean, the whole falling off, the whole, you know, he looked like he was losing weight. The fact that he fell, which led to his cuts. I mean, all of that stuff was really, really good. And the whole idea that he was going to be crucified. Again, that was all beautiful. I'm just a little stuck on the other things. And I still want to know Lumi's motives. Not Mia, Lumi. I want to know Lumi's motives. Like, why did she do it? Well, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. But until next time, my friends, hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.